It's your dance.
You put this back.
If that boy's playing in the street, what?
Now, how are we feeling?
Feeling calm right now. Definitely like no nerves really hitting me right now. It might hit me when I get on the stage, you know, get to the green room, but right now I'm just excited to put on the fit. You know, I feel like it, you know, they go really well together, especially with the jewelry that, you know, Zoe lent me. So, you know, I'm kind of just excited to, you know, look good, feel good. It's gonna be a great night. So, I'm looking forward to seeing how my fit comes out.
So I talked about it a lot, taking you back to, you know, a couple years ago when you were with Jalen, you were getting ready, you went through this on the other side again, you're kind of now, this is your time, you're doing the same thing now. How does it feel?
Most definitely. It's kind of a deja vu moment, but I think I've enjoyed it so much just because I can also have my own, you know, draft experience. It was nice, you know, being there for his, but I think the fact that I have my own and he can also be a part of it, I think that's what makes it so special.
We've asked you this before, but what does whoever gets you tonight, what are they going to get out of Cody Williams?
I think there's obviously a good guy on and off the court, not gonna have any problems off the court. One that obviously loves giving back and trying to, you know, inspire the next generation. But I think the biggest thing on the court is just a versatile, you know, hardworking, you know, two-way player. I have the skill sets to become an elite two-way player. That's really my main focus. So just getting someone that's unselfish, you know, just gonna do anything, especially as a rookie, just to, you know, get on the floor and do anything I can to, you know, help our team win. Because right now that's the biggest thing, you know, especially when you come to a new team. Just do anything you can to help them win. So I think that's probably the biggest things each team's gonna get, or whatever team, if you ask me.
What do you think your, you know, have you started to picture what that moment might feel like? Or what do you think your reaction is going to be? What do you think your mood is going to feel like when you hear your name called?
I've been thinking about not tripping up the stairs. That's my biggest thing. I'm gonna be up there practicing the steps and, you know, really make sure I don't fall, make sure I shake his hand the right way. So that's about the only thing really going on in my mind.
Take me through just kind of what it's been like to be in New York and to know that like you're going to be in the NBA and you can now kind of focus again on the basketball part of things here.
It's starting to hit me a little bit more that I'm going to be an NBA player. I think the exciting part is getting drafted is then wherever I land up, I can kind of just work on basketball now. Just because it's kind of been hectic, flying around all over the place. So I feel like, you know, it'll be nice to start lifting, start getting in a routine when I land, when I get drafted. So I think that's probably like, you know, the biggest thing. New York's been fun. I've loved the experience here so far. Got to see a little bit of it. Obviously, I'm here for the draft, so it's like I don't have to think too much. Everyone kind of, you know, helped me make sure I have a smooth schedule, a smooth transition throughout this whole process. So I've really been able to just walk around New York, you know, obviously do a bunch of media stuff and really, you know, get the experience.
Everybody all week's obviously talked about your relationship with your brother for obvious reasons, but just the rest of your family too. I know when we interviewed you back in Santa Barbara, you talked about, I think you said kind of your one goal was making your family proud and kind of making that relationship with it for all the sacrifices that they've done. Just give a little message to not only to Jalen, but your parents, your family, everybody that helped get you here.
Yeah, I just want to say, obviously, without you guys, I wouldn't be in this position that I'm in right now. So, you know, kind of, you know, say it over and over again. I really can't thank you guys enough for what you've done. And yeah, I wouldn't be here without you guys. So, I love you.
When did you finalize the suit decision, and when did it pop out to you and be like, this is what I want to wear on the biggest night of my life?
The first night I saw it, I definitely knew it was a strong contender. It was that one. There's another like gray suit I was looking at, and then I kind of thought about it, and I came back I think like 3 weeks later to do the final fitting, and then that's when I really fell in love with it. I fell in love with the theme, the colors. So after that, it was kind of, which I think is now, that was like 3 weeks ago from now, just about, maybe 2. But that final fitting, no, I think like 2 weeks from now. So that final fitting is when I was like, this is definitely gonna be the one. I kind of had the vision for the accessories and the jewelry. So, you know, after I got all that situated, I was like, yeah, I love this suit. Like, I have no regrets. And that's how I kind of knew it was a dream suit. And, you know, I want to wear it on the biggest stage of my career so far.
What made it stand out, like, compared to the competitors?
I think this one, first of all, because, you know, Rude, I'm going to be the first draft, you know, NBA draftee that they're going to style. So I think that's obviously what stuck out. But I also think kind of the theme, it really had longevity to it, and it's something, you know, I see, you know, holding up against the test of time. So it's a suit that I'm going to look back on. I'm kind of going to be glad that I chose it. Not kind of be glad. I'm going to be really glad that I chose it. So knowing that in mind, that's kind of what separated it from apart. Because a lot of other suits that I've seen or looking at, it was like, that was kind of a one-time thing. I don't really see it looking, you know, looking back on it, I don't think I would have liked it. So, you know, I knew that this suit was the one I was going to choose.
Now, would you consider this your first step into the fashion world?
Yeah, I'd say so, just because this is the first time I really had anything tailored or really went in this depth to the, you know, putting on a nice outfit, especially with, you know, this whole draft week. I had a whole bunch of clothes laid out, prepared to wear, trying on some new styles and new fits. So I mean, this is definitely like my first step, especially now that, you know, I'm being in the NBA, I'm going to have more time and the resources to kind of step out in the fashion world. So definitely feel like this is my first, like, baby steps.
And going forward, do you think this will be a focus in your career off the court?
I think it could be a hobby for sure. Obviously, number one focus is basketball, but I have a lot of, you know, I'm going to have a lot of time away from that. So I definitely feel like this is just going to be another one of those hobbies that I can pick up and, you know, start to venture out on, kind of give me something to do when I'm not playing basketball. So, I mean, it's fun, you know. I kind of enjoyed dressing up and kind of looking nice, you know, for the first time in a long time. So, definitely, I think this is definitely something I can venture out into.
Can I ask you about your suit or your look for tonight?
It's basically like a downgrade of Cody's. I didn't want to do like too much. I mean, I'm not getting drafted, so chose a pretty like neutral black color suit. It's by Rude. Obviously, you know, they're doing this whole thing, but I think the main thing I was trying to do was not really like take too much into it and kind of let Cody have his moment. So they obviously came to terms with Rude, and I was more than willing to kind of go ahead and kind of join that partnership. And then, yeah, my suit is basically his, but just different color and a little downgraded. So.
Okay, cool. When is the first time that you wore Rude or like became aware of the brand?
Well, when I became aware of the brand, I was probably like 16, but the first time that I got to do something was they were the first fashion show I went to in Paris for Fashion Week, which feels like ages ago, but I think that was last summer. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So that was kind of like my intro into Fashion Week and kind of the whole fashion thing. So it was cool that, and ironic that, you know, this ends up being my brother's suit, and, you know, now they're pushing the narrative to do their first suit. So.
Yeah, it's kind of a nice like first moment for each of you. And your first fashion show, his first for the draft, and their first for the draft. Yeah, that's awesome. What is sort of your sense of style when you're not on the court?
I think comfortability is a big one. When you're playing, I feel like the more comfortable you are, the better you play. I like wearing baggy clothes, which is kind of hard to find. So a lot of times I'll get stuff really big and then just have it tailored, or you know, kind of do that whole thing. I think when you're doing fashion, I think the search is the most fun part of it. So being able to do that. But yeah, I usually do something baggy, anything I'm comfortable in. So, you know, I'll do jumpsuits sometimes. Around the house, I like to wear just baggy clothes, pajamas, so kind of anything.
Cool. Okay, cool. Do you have advice for Cody going into tonight?
I mean, he kind of said it, you know, don't fall up the stairs.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness as well, is just I think enjoy the little moments. This draft is going to go by very fast. And, you know, and his whole life is going to change literally in the next couple hours. So just kind of enjoy the moment, you know.
Yeah. And what are you guys going to do afterwards? Are you going to celebrate?
For sure. In an appropriate way. But yeah, it'll be fun. I think, you know, kind of taking the moment a little bit with the family and just kind of let him try and wrap his mind around the fact that he's going to be in the NBA, and try and give him a moment of peace as well, because it's probably the last moment of peace he's going to have until Summer League's over.
See y'all later.
Yeah, after you take flicks, like on the bus right over. There's one.
Yeah, you're supposed to stay. You can stop. You can fix it once you put the other one on.
What's happening?
Great. The draftee asked.
How do you stagger it? You put this one,
You want it like that, or do you want it more top?
This is how Zoe put them.
Yeah.
Why does Tate have a speaker?
Ben.
Ben does? Hey, where's my watch? Jason, do you have my watch? Oh. Oh. We're cooked. Nah, remember? Because I gave it to Buddy while I was taking it off.
Yeah, it was in the box.
Huh?
We brought it to what gave it to you in the printer. And we left it there. It was in the box.
This should be a fine tray.
And from Tennessee, this high-level shooter is a unanimous.
Is officially underway. 2024 marks some significant anniversaries in NBA draft history.
No question about it. You start with Akeem Olajuwon out of University of Houston, fly slammer jammer. And of course, when I look at him, I still remind myself back in the
make me take out the trash, wash the dishes, you know, just keep me grounded. I feel like that was something that I needed.
Looking good both on and off the court. All of these gentlemen have looked to the video board. It is time for our starring 10
I bet fine.
With the 10th pick in the 2024 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Cody Williams.
Headed to Salt Lake City, let's learn a little bit more about Cody Williams. Number 11 selection to add another talent.
Well, when we talk about the trade with Russo and Josh Giddey, that's official. So now you're saying to yourself, what other young areas?
Yeah, definitely areas of change. This is from so far.
Don't flash that up.
I know you got it.
heard that. All right, one by himself. Oh, well, yeah. Then you're gonna get it by yourself.
What's going on, YouTube? Back with another episode, draft night. We go to the after party.
Last draft night. Last draft night.
Who's gonna tell me?
You guys, you want all that I'm working to do on the back?
Just landed in Phoenix, pretty bumpy ride, but we're home, finished the draft. Everybody got to see, basically Cody took over the YouTube, so that was dope. That's it, we're home. And we're gonna sleep.
Now it's time for a nap.
Yeah, this nap is Did I forget anything?
I don't know.
That was it. That was pretty all access. We had more access this year than my year, so.
Lost a watch.
Oh yeah, he lost a watch. You'll see that. Just a bunch of stuff. So
Worked out better.
he got a lot more access to a bunch of the stuff.
What are you doing?
Well, we're recording, so now you're in it.